So let's start the video. The Flight of the Emu is back, and where better place to start it than being Tumbridge. No, the arcade didn't shrink. This is just an overflow of bits. Some are ours, some are Kev's, and they came up these stairs. So any that you've been to Tumbridge would have known that this is the way that you had to go to the toilet. Original carpet from many years ago. Look at the carnage of the kitchen. But this arcade sadly suffered a really one of many things that's common in lots of businesses. No passion, even if it's just the cleaning, if you like, just means that you lose everything. It's very sad. Lots of memories in here, especially for me. I used to come in, used to play What's On. We used to be in that position there, exactly under there. What's On. Billy the Brat used to be over there. James Bond used to be, it was here and then moved slightly to here at this angle. There's Magnificent Sevens, which is something that always stays with me and works with us. So that'll be one of the last to leave. So as we know, Tumbridge, I've been to a funeral today, and we'll attribute this one to Kev's mum, my beloved Auntie Tina. She was lovely. There's been no weekly waffles or anything because your head's just got to be there for it, and just trying to keep things running as we are. I mean, look, you know, the trays come off, not even being inserted in the groove. I mean, it's harder to do that than it is anything else. But it's a small shop, this, and to be honest, this wasn't suited as a classic arcade anymore. And this really should have been kitted out, all done nicely as a digital-only arcade. It's a small premises in a phenomenal position, but it just didn't have that. So the Flight of the Emu basically is called that because, like I've said in other videos, that emu bird cannot fly. And nor can we as a company, to be honest. We work so hard, day in, day out. Everybody in the company, often to get nowhere. And it's often the case for many people in business, especially these days. But not one to dwell. It's how it is. So this will all be gutted out in the next couple of weeks, and we've even got a little barracks at the back. But it'll all be kitted out. It's gutted out, sorry, should I say. Don't want to get anyone excited. And just stripped back because obviously the dilapidations of the lease. So, and then be handed back. Not looking forward to moving some of the machines. But some have gone already. But many years and many coins did I play in here when I was a youngster. And underage, in fact. Under Wilson's Amusements, they used to let lots of people underage gamble. And I suppose it was the time back then. Used to come through those doors with those triangles, and if you pull it all away, it will probably say Wilson's Fund Company underneath. And then into here, years ago they used to have the Neo Geo video games advertised there, and you'd see them from across the road and go, don't want to play them video games, I just want to play the fruits. Big sevens used to be lined up here. They used to have 5p Hot Rod and 5p Roadhog and things like that there. Cash Explosion, Big Banker, Big Bucks, that sort of game. Big Bucks was down the back there. EastEnders was quite often the front machine as you walked in. But as a classic entity, in a place like Tumbridge, it just wasn't suited anymore. Some customers that used to adore this are not very well and no longer able to play them. So this one was for the digital world. But whatever the situation, whatever job you're in, always remember that the people that you work with and for need your support too as an employee, and they will always give you their support. And I'm so sad to see what happened to this place. And we had a change machine in the corner that had no coins in it. All of the locals were buying coins and just raiding the change machine. Then the change machine would be just empty, no coins. And that was obviously occurring. Let's leave it as that, it was occurring. And people get big wins, or even before, and told that they weren't going to be paid. So to protect the brand, and that wasn't by us, that was basically because people just hadn't managed the float and kept people informed. And this was hemorrhaging money. 60 grand in 3 months this place lost. So a lot of money, innit? £11,500 in coins expected when emptying the machines. A total of 508 coins were actually located and found. Quite stark, I think. So you can see my cases there with bits and pieces. I'm off now, and I will see you all soon. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them. But as the elements with the cobwebs there and the seeds or whatever they are, as the elements begin taking over this arcade, it's sad to see it like this. Whether you visited Tumbridge or whether you didn't, we appreciate all your support here as a Mr. P's Classic Amusements for those who talked about it, thought about it, and that did actually come. So it's been one funeral today, and it's also a funeral for this place as a Mr. P's Classic Amusements. Thank you all, and I'm sorry I've not done a weekly waffle. There's good reason for that. And I mean, look at the sign, you know. Look at the sign. Rotten. You need care and passion always in anything you do. Whether it's a relationship, whether it's your work, or whether it's a dream that you chase. With passion and drive, you'll always make it, no matter what. Good night, and God bless Tumbridge. In another life, perhaps.